Hey, Steve Stine from GuitarZoom, and I wanted to help you out with something. One of the biggest mistakes that people make is they think that arpeggios are just meant to be for shredders, just for sweeping and all that stuff. And while that is really cool, that is not the only thing that we use arpeggios for. You can look at players like Joe Satriani and Steve Vai and Eric Johnson and David Gilmour and a whole host of other players that use them melodically within the context of their soloing. So what's really nice about an arpeggio, which is a broken chord, instead of just playing A minor, what you do is you get the notes broken apart. Now, those notes, of course, are part of a larger scale, but what makes the arpeggio really nice is that it's kind of extracting those primary notes that go with that chord from the scale. So instead of just playing and having a bunch of notes, which is good in its own way for something else, what we want to be able to do is take those notes out and create more of a melodic motion with it and do different things like that. So what I want to do right now is I want to show you a couple really neat things that you can do that are fairly straightforward that you can add into your playing today, okay? And then what I'd like you to do is just comment on it a little bit. Let me know what you think of them. Let me know if they're fairly easy for you to do, if you're finding success with them. And then in the next video, what we're going to do is we're going to expand out a little bit further from that. So let's take a look here. What I'm going to do, I'm in the key of A minor, and I'm going to do this little slide to set it off. I'm going to go from 4 to 5 on the 3rd string. And then I'm going to build an arpeggio right here. So I'm going from this note to this note to this note. Okay? So right here, I'm playing a C. Okay? Right here, I'm playing an E. Okay? And then right here, I'm playing an A. So I'm playing A, C, and E, which is the root, the 3rd, and the 5th of the chord. All right? Which is what an arpeggio is. It's just breaking that chord apart into separate pieces. And then I'm using this as kind of a passing note. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the 7th fret and then the 8th fret, so I'm combining scale with arpeggio. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide all the way up to 12, which sounds really, really pretty. And then I'm going to play an A minor arpeggio right here. So I'm going to pull off to 8, and then play 10, and then play 9. So I'm going... Now I could play that with any kind of rhythm. You know, I can shake it up. It doesn't have to be straight. It doesn't have to be symmetrical. You can do that, but you could make... You know, any kind of interesting thing you want out of it. Now, when I come off of this, that's, again, another A minor arpeggio. What I could do is maybe just drop back into the pentatonic scale and do something more bluesy. So maybe I'll do this. And then I'm going to drop down. And then just finish with kind of a blues lick. So watch this. Just anything like that. So the cool thing about the arpeggio is, again, it's pulling out those notes of that chord. It's making them more important. And that's something that people always forget when they're soloing, is that they're so busy moving around that they're doing everything. But from a listener's perspective, it kind of sounds like they're doing nothing because it's just the same. It's just stuff, 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 stuff. So the cool thing about the arpeggio is you're pulling these notes out and you're trying to make them sound a little more important. We're emphasizing those. And we can always add stuff around it, but it's a really, really cool way to start making your solo sound like it's kind of multi-layered, right? You have your scale here, which you're going to create from, but then you pull these notes out all of a sudden, and the listener hears a melody. It's really, really cool. So remember, watch out for the next video. Practice this thing hard. Let me know how things go for you. And please, like I said before, please share and please comment on this. Let me know how things go. Let's talk about it a little bit. So take care, and I'll see you soon.